League and team at India Week for inviting all of us from Telangana. I am honored to stand before you today as a proud Indian, and I'm a firm believer that the time for India to really take its rightful position in the world has arrived. Around 30 years ago, 1990, as we all know, India's per capita was slightly higher than China's. But today, China per capita is 6 times that of India. It definitely looks like at some point along the way, the last 30 years, we have missed the bus to an extent. However, all is not lost. Nations have made up for their lost time. What China could achieve in 30 years, I believe India could do in less than 15 years, provided we get it right this time. India has indeed many natural advantages. The country is blessed with abundant natural resources, minerals, enough resources to provide adequate energy. It has large amount of water resources, has rivers, lakes, water bodies, enough to irrigate its farmlands, and supply drinking water to all of its citizens and its industry as well. But more importantly, we have an even greater resource, the human resources. All nations across the world, especially in the developed world, have gone through a phase of demographic dividend. But it's important to remember that it can only happen once in the growth of a nation. This time, if you think for a minute, 65% of India is less than the age of 35. The median age of India today is 27. This, by far, is the highest number of working population any country has had in the entire history of mankind. Most developed nations develop quite rapidly, increasing their GDP multifold, when they went through this phase of demographic dividend and reaping it properly. However, what we believe to be a great benefit can also become a great burden, great demographic burden, if we do not capitalize on this quickly. What is seen as a great asset can also become a great liability if we do not consciously create a conducive environment for large-scale employment. Around 55% of India today leans heavily on agriculture. While so many Indians depend on agriculture, in reality, farming in India runs on sustenance mode. Average farmer only has 2.6 acres of land holding. To be able to become a part of the developed world and join the First World League, India needs to make sure that its agriculture becomes a viable business opportunity, and then it needs to train its youth to create an alternate mode of employment, leveraging the surplus agriculture produced. As a step one, we have to ensure that the farmers convert their business into a viable one. The good news is, many of these transformations that can be done, which India needs, my state, Telangana, has already taken the lead in implementing them. About 9 years ago, the new state of Telangana was formed on the 2nd of June 2014. And it has gone through a revolutionary transformation in just 9 years to become a pioneer state. In fact, I keep telling a lot of my friends and a lot of forums wherever I speak, I keep saying, in the 75 years of Indian independence, Telangana today is the most successful startup state. The reason why I say this is because we have tried to get our basics right. What are the basics I am referring to? We are the first state in India in 75 years of independence to have provided a portable drinking water connection to each and every one of our 10 million homes. We are ranked number 1 in the country through a program called as Mission Bhagirath, where we have spent $5.5 billion of investment and have created massive infrastructure which will last, which will take care of all the water scarcity or water issue for the next 50 years. In fact, we have become a role model state for the country through Mission Bhagirath. We have inspired Government of India to launch Jal Jeevan Mission. We have also inspired about 11 other states in the country to follow suit. For those of you who may not be aware or who may not believe in what I'm about to say, I urge you, if you have a phone in your hand, to pull it up probably open Google and search the world's largest lift irrigation project. You would not believe the answer Google will give you. It is Kaleshwaram Lift Irrigation Project, based out of Telangana, where we lift water from 80 meters above sea level, and through a multiple stage lifting system, we bring it all the way to 618 meters. Through this multiple lift irrigation system, we have been able to achieve almost 9 million acres of land under irrigation. We've been able to bring 9 million acres of land under irrigation. We've also been able to cater to a mega city like Hyderabad and all of its drinking water needs for the next 50 years. It is an engineering marvel. We often speak about Chinese execution and how quickly the Chinese have been able to pull out engineering marvels and constructions. But this project, Kaleshwaram Lift Irrigation Project, has been completed by our government in Telangana in a span of 4 years flat. We also have pioneered several innovative schemes in farming sector, such as Raitu Bandhu, a farm input assistance scheme, where each and every farmer for every crop season gets 5,000 rupees per acre. And this is an investment, which is an input assistance. And more importantly, let me also quickly add, we have ensured holistic, all-round development across multiple sectors in my state. For those of you who may have taken a vaccine shot during or after the pandemic, let me tell you one thing which might surprise you. If you've taken a vaccine or the next time your child is getting a vaccine shot, there's 1 in 3 chance that it could have been manufactured in Telangana. We produce 9 billion doses of vaccines from my state, 900 crores, in fact, translated into a number which I think many Indians would relate to. 900 crores of vaccines every year. And what is even more staggering, we produce 40% of India's bulk drugs and pharmaceuticals. And even more importantly, for those of you who are looking to set up a base in pharmaceuticals or life sciences, let me also add, we also have the largest number of US FDA approved manufacturing facilities for any province in the world. We have 214 US FDA approved manufacturing facilities. The second largest is in the state of New Jersey, US, with 189. That goes to show you the kind of strength Telangana has developed and nurtured over the last 1 decade or so in life sciences ecosystem. We started our journey as a power deficit state, but today I stand before you as a proud Telanganite who have been able to overcome the power crisis. In fact, we are now a power surplus state. More importantly, we are the leader in renewable energy production per capita in the country. We have achieved several distinctions in the grassroots sector, in health, in irrigation, in power. I can go on and on. Now, the conclave is called Ideas for India. So what am I trying to say here? What Telangana has been able to do in a short span of 9 years, if only the rest of India can do it, I think we will be in the first world in a matter of 15 to 20 years. Likewise, just to put, if I had to sum up Telangana's story in one sentence and how well we've done in the last 9 years, we are less than 2.5% of India's population, but our contribution to India's GDP is 5%. We are literally punching double our weight in the category. It's like a 50 kilo boxer fighting in a 100 kilo category. More importantly, we are ranked consistently on the ease of doing business rankings in the top 2 or 3. We are, besides being the vaccine hub of the world, we are also the seed power of the country, and we also, in fact, consume largest amount of power in India. The highest per capita consumption for any state in India belongs to Telangana. I can go on. There's plenty of other things. But we also have been very judicious and fiscally prudent when it comes to investing in infrastructure. In 2019, Prime Minister Modi had called for a meeting of all the political party heads and had asked us, India is on the cusp of celebrating 75 years of independence. What should we do as a nation, cutting across different things that divide us? What should we do to be in the first world in the next 15 to 20 years is the question he asked us. From my political party, I was there, and I told Prime Minister Modi candidly that we ought to do only one thing. The 3I mantra, which I believe will propel India into the first world. Focus on innovation, create infrastructure, and let the growth be inclusive. If you're able to achieve these three things, it is absolutely possible that India will actually take its rightful position in a very, very short span of time. What do I mean by innovation? I just don't mean startups, and I don't just mean all the disruptions that are happening in the business. Even governments can innovate. In Telangana, we have come up with a very innovative industrial policy called as the TS-IPAS. Now, TS-IPAS literally stands for Telangana State Industrial Project Approval Self-Certification System. We have conferred upon the investor